Today is June the 11th. I am not happy with myself right now. I'm making this video in hopes that it will be a transformational video for me. I'm very uncomfortable in my body. I try my best to hide that when I'm filming, when I'm vlogging. The reason why that's a problem is because I lack discipline in my life. And overall, I just don't feel great about me. And I'm ready to change that. It is August the 13th. It has been about 2 months since the clip that you guys just saw, and a lot has changed. I am feeling so much better than I felt in that clip. You will see more of that clip later on as it pertains to other parts of my journey. But in this video, we're specifically talking about the health and fitness improvements that I've made in my life that has allowed me to finally lose 10 pounds. Though for some that might seem like a very small accomplishment, for me it is not, especially since I have been going through a lot of mental struggles in the past couple of years. My weight is officially the lowest it has been in the past 5 years. So this is a very, very big accomplishment for me, and I want to share with you guys exactly how I did it. On the screen, I'm gonna pop up my current before and afters. The first one, I was about 181.6 pounds, I believe. And on the current one, we are sitting at 169 pounds. And that is a huge accomplishment. I'm feeling a lot happier, I'm feeling a lot healthier, and life is really good right now. So let's get into exactly what I've been doing to lose these pounds. So if you're anything like me, then you struggle with what to do when it comes to working out. I have always been the type of person where I go to the gym and then I struggle with knowing what exercises to do, what weight to use, what reps to do, just all of the things. I just be feeling real lost and I'll be looking around and just looking real crazy. So I have found the perfect solution for myself that has worked for me since the top of the year. So I have been using an app called Trainwell, and this app is a one-on-one personal training app. And also shout out to Trainwell for sponsoring today's video. Y'all, when I tell you this app has changed my life. If you have the same struggles as me that I just mentioned, or if you want to get into weight training and don't really know how, don't really know what to do, or if you actually want a trainer without the hassle of leaving your house, then this is the app that you want. The Trainwell app sets you up with an actual human trainer, so you have that human accountability. You'll also have the ability to personalize your routine, and you have the convenience of working out with your phone at home every day. Also, I'm 35 years old. And I know a lot of the women around my age are starting to experience perimenopause, and a lot of us might feel dismissed or unsupported during this time. So Trainwell is changing that because they do match you up with a trainer who understands exactly what it is that you're going through. And that trainer will know exactly what your body needs and can personalize your routine for this stage of your life. So Trainwell does have a quiz that you can take that can pair you up with your perfect trainer. Initially, I did do this, and I've had my trainer Jill since January, and she has been a lifesaver for me. At the beginning of the summer, we did schedule a follow-up call to kind of just talk about how my goals have changed and exactly what I want to accomplish in the summer. This is the time where I was like, I need to change my life and I need to change it immediately. We started talking about adding a food log to my program so I can stay accountable with what I was putting into my body. And then we also changed my workouts up a bit. When I talked to my trainer, we talked about all of my goals, how much weight I want to lose, what I want to focus on, whether flexibility or weight loss or nutrition, and she puts it all into my apps. Currently, right now, we are working out 4 times a week. My workouts are all about 30 minutes long, and I'm gonna work out here with you guys in a minute so you can really see what I'm doing. My trainer has me doing the same workouts every week, which is good because you want your body to get used to that muscle memory, and then once it does get used to it, she changes it up. So I love that we have that personalization. I also have a section for positive self-talk, and that's one of the goals that we established during my follow-up call, because I was down on myself, very discouraged, especially at the top of the year. My weight was really fluctuating. I needed to be kind to myself. So that's something that I can do in my app. And also my food log. And my trainer, Jill, she sees all of this, gives me encouragement, talks to me. Man, she My girl Jill will have me on it. Not only does she remind me to get my workouts in if I'm skipping or if I'm not really applying myself, so I have the accountability there, but she also will take any requests that I have for changing up my workout or doing something within the program that will make it better and more comfortable for me. Recently, we changed from doing timed segments of my workout to reps, and that has changed the game for me. So now instead of it saying do squats for 1 minute, it's like do 10 squats with 20 pounds. And the app actually picks up on your movement if you connect it to your Apple Watch, and it knows when you're done and moves on, tells you if you're going too fast. She gives encouragement if it seems like I'm kind of like winding down and can't keep going. It's really an amazing app. So I'm gonna stop talking your ear off. I'm gonna go ahead and get my workout in and kind of give you a full view of what my workout looks like every single morning. Typically I do my workout at around 7 a.m. We knock it out and then we do our next part, which we'll talk about in a minute. I do want you guys to take the quiz to find your perfect trainer and to get 14 free days of training. You can use this link that is in my description box so that you can benefit from this. I'm telling you, it is a game changer.
Up first is 10 minutes of walking. Press start to begin. Up next is 10 reps of dumbbell split squat with 10 pounds in each hand. Start the next set. Up next is 30 seconds of overhead to floor stretch. Up next is 30 seconds of Spider-Man stretch. Left side.
So clearly my hair does not stand a chance with these workouts. I literally just put a new relaxer in yesterday, and yeah, I'm gonna have to remold. But that's what I do every single day. Once I get in the shower, I just wet my hair, cold wash it, and I remold every day, and it's just part of the routine. Gotta do what you gotta do. So we're about to throw a hat on and do our weighted walk. I have been doing walks for a while now, but this is the most consistent I've been in 2 years. And we just added a level of difficulty to our walks so that I can get more calorie burn and more out of each walk. I walk about 3.5 to 4 miles, at least 5 times a week. And I started adding these weighted vests. I did buy these off of Amazon. This one is 8 pounds. This is what I started with. I also have a 16 pounder, but I wanna buy a 12 pound to go in between because I am ready to upgrade from this, but I'm not too sure if I wanna double the weight. I usually go into the workouts on my Apple Watch, and then we do an open outdoor walk. And that allows me to go at the pace that I want to go at, but I still try to walk at least somewhat of a brisk walk so that I can get the most out of my workouts. On days that it's raining, I do get on my treadmill instead of walking the neighborhood, and I do a 12-3-30 routine. That means I have my incline at 12, I'm walking 3 miles per hour, and I do it for 30 minutes. Usually I'll just throw on whatever show I'm watching at the time to kill the time, and I just walk. I also try to minimize holding onto the bars. So we're about to go on our walk. It is nice and beautiful outside today. So let's go ahead and get our 4 miles in. Now that we got the fitness out of the way, let's talk about food. So as I mentioned earlier, I have been using the Trainwell app since January. And though I had a moment where I did lose about 5 pounds, I did gain it back because with the mental struggles and everything that I was going through on a personal level, my weight fluctuated like crazy. It seemed like I could never get out of the 170s or below 175. Right here, I'll show you in the Trainwell app where I was logging my weight sporadically between January and June, but mostly I wasn't logging it because I was so up and down. The highest that I got between January and June was 185. And I was just not proud of myself, and that had to do with my eating habits. I felt more limber and stronger using the Trainwell app, but my body was not changing, in some instances gaining weight, because my eating habits were not there. So I have completely overhauled exactly how I eat and what I eat, and I'm finally on a roll. If you've been on a weight loss journey, then you know that once you start actually losing the weight and what you're doing is working, can't nobody tell you nothing. I haven't had no cheat meals. I haven't had a vanilla matcha in over a month. My daughter has ordered Chipotle at least 5 times and I did not get a bowl. So I have been doing really good on discipline because I'm finally losing the weight and I'm really excited about that. So let's go through one full day of eating for me. So I get up pretty early in the morning. I like to do my morning routine right after my daughter goes off to school, which is very early. We talking about 6:30 in the morning. So during this time, I have about 30 to 45 minutes before I work out. So I like to start my day off with green tea and with a rice cake and peanut butter. This starts my day off with protein and a little bit of carbs, and then the green tea helps to get my metabolism going for the day. I usually will sip my tea and eat this during my morning devotion and then get dressed and everything, and then we're ready to head to our workout. Now, sometimes I do replace the rice cake and peanut butter with a protein shake. That way I have another option if I don't actually want to eat that early. But for me, it's been very imperative to start my morning with protein. Also, tracking my food has been a huge thing for me. It gives me accountability. If I know that there's someone else looking at and paying attention to what I eat and every single thing that I eat, I feel like I have to do better. In my Trainwell app, I do have a food log that my trainer and I did add to my program just so I can be more accountable. Once or twice when I started this meal plan, I did throw it into like a calorie counter type of app just so I can know exactly what I'm putting into my body, make sure I got the right measurements, make sure I have the right macros for what my goals are. But now that I have that and I pretty much eat the same thing every day, I don't need to do that. I just want to track exactly what I'm putting in my mouth, and I do that on my Trainwell app. After my workout, I shower, do all the things I need to do, wrap my hair, and then we are ready for breakfast. Usually this falls around 9:30 to 10:30 in the morning, and this is the only meal that I actually prepare daily, but it's the exact same thing every single day. And that would be one of my biggest tips when it comes to nutrition, is to eat the same thing every day. I know a lot of us don't like to do that. However, the benefit of it is not only do you get on a routine and you can meal prep the same thing, but if you're eating the same thing and you notice that your body is not changing, it's so easy to tweak what you're eating because you eat the same thing every day. For breakfast, every single morning, we go in with 2 eggs. Sometimes I will replace this with egg whites only, but most of the time it's 2 eggs. I also do a slice of toast. This is the brand that I've been absolutely loving lately. It's very healthy and it's low calorie for 1 slice. Also, me and raspberries go together real bad right now, so I will have some raspberries. This is my breakfast every single morning. Sometimes I will throw in some Greek yogurt with the raspberries, but if I do that, typically I won't have the bread. So it's a give or take so that I can hit my calories for the day. Lunch and dinner are meal prep. We did not actually cook in this video, but one thing I will mention is that when I do my meal preps, especially since I'm meal prepping about every 5 to 6 days, I make it as easy as possible for myself. So we're talking about steamable bags of broccoli. We're talking about the sweet potatoes that are already pre-wrapped that you just pop in the microwave. To make things go a little faster for me and to fit in my schedule, I do take the convenient route. So let's talk about lunch. For lunch, we are going to eat my favorite meal of all time right now. I got this combination off of TikTok, and once I tried it, I was sold. I do eat this specifically for lunch because it has a high fat content, it has a high carb content. I like having that towards the beginning or the middle of my day. That way I'm not sitting on a lot of fat and carbs at night before I go to bed. So this is sweet potatoes, ground turkey. On TikTok they like ground beef, but I'm a ground turkey girl. Half an avocado, cottage cheese, and hot honey on top. And when I tell you that this is delicious. The macros are perfect. It's a very balanced meal. It satisfies me and I truly, truly enjoy it. On this day, I did make sure that I put this into my Trainwell food log. That way I have that accountability and my trainer can see exactly what I'm eating. And she's always giving me encouragement or giving her thoughts on what it is that I'm eating. And since she is a nutritionist, she can suggest different changes that I can make in my daily food intake so that I can hit the goals that we've already talked about. Now, let's talk about dinner. On this day, dinner was a little bit late for me, but typically I like to have my dinner between 5:30 and 7 p.m. because I like to have a hard cutoff at 7 p.m. At the end of the day, I usually will eat chicken breast, rice, and broccoli, but I will put some chicken broth inside of my meal prep. I also add pistachios on top of my rice as well. Because we have our protein, our carb, and our vegetables. Just to add a little bit of healthy fat, I do add those pistachios. This is another meal that I look forward to every single day. One thing that has been working for me is eating meals that I look forward to eating. Now, for some people, chicken, broccoli, and rice might sound a little boring. But for me, I look forward to it, especially with that chicken broth in there and the pistachios. I would say figure out what it is that you like that are healthier options that you can look forward to eating. I look forward to my lunch and dinner so much that I pass on Chipotle. Even when I can have it or I can make healthier choices at Chipotle, I look forward to these meals so much that I just don't even want to do it. And it also helps that they're helping me to lose these pounds. So, you know, there's that too. Before I ate my dinner, I did go ahead and log this into my food log on Trainwell as well. And actually, once I finished my complete list for the day of what I ate, and I submitted my food log to my trainer, Jill, she loves this meal plan for me. According to her, it is very balanced, and that was my goal with what I'm eating every day. This also includes a couple of snacks. During the day that I filmed what I eat in the day, I did not include the snacks, but here are the snacks that I typically will eat in between breakfast and lunch and in between lunch and dinner. Sometimes we'll do almonds, Greek yogurt, which typically would have some fruit on top. I've been loving these Yasso bars, these Greek yogurt frozen bars. Oh my God, these are so good. They're low calorie and they're protein heavy. And then sometimes if I don't do the peanut butter rice cake in the morning, I'll throw that in as a snack throughout the day. Also, honorable mention to water. I'm trying to do better about my water, so I ain't gonna lie to you. Typically, I get in 1.5 to 2 of my 40-ounce Stanleys. My goal is to get in 3 per day. So 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. I have not reached that goal yet, but we're working on it. But I'm still been able to lose some weight doing about 1 to 2 a day. I really wanted to do this detailed video for anyone who is struggling to lose weight, especially if you deal with any type of mental health issues or you struggle to bring yourself to make that decision for your life. I'm telling you, if you are able to do some of the things that I mentioned in this video, your whole life will be different and it feels so good. Sometimes we just need to stick to something long enough in order to see the results, because those results can ignite a fire in you and really help you to turn the page in your life. I also cannot stress enough, especially being the type of person that I am, how much Trainwell has helped me. So don't forget to take the quiz to find your perfect trainer and to get 14 free days of training at the link in my description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Bye.